hopefully back in the hall again next Thursday, but I guess we'll see how things go. Those of you who have been doing the sutra reflections recently wrote something about how new samskaras can replace old samskaras. Samskaras are deeply ingrained patterns. And the sutra is actually referring to the possibility of doing that on a mental level. We can do that on a physical level also. And one of the ways that Krishnamacharya described what the asana practice is about is Nava, Śarira, Samskara. Nava means new. Śarira is the body. Samskara, new patterns of the body. So we're going to talk specifically about some very typical patterns of the modern Western body and how certain asana help us to create new patterns. Nava, Śarira, Samskara. We'll begin in Samastiti. So this itself, although it's a very simple pose, may be quite profound because it's probably not the way that you normally stand, with great attention, finding a good alignment, feeling the balance under the feet, standing tall, equally on both feet, lifted and open and relaxed. If you could create just one new samskara about your body, learning how to stand well, to stand sthira sukha would be a good place to start. Comfortable and steady in a standing position. One of the very common postural habits that is ingrained in most of us is a tendency to collapse the chest and to over-round the upper back. This is gravity doing its work on us. So this first pose, Tadasana, will help us to get a sense of the chest opening, the front of the body being lengthened rather than compressed as is its usual habit. So a slightly different variation of Tadasana this morning, and I'd like you to really concentrate on how much length and opening you can get in the front of the torso. Be sure as you begin that your chin is dropped down slightly and the gaze is fixed on one point. As this is a balance pose, we want to keep the gaze very steady and use that to help find stability in the body. Lips are gently closed. We'll be breathing through the nose. Whispered ah, ujjayi breath sounding in the throat. Keeping the gaze steady, as you inhale, raise the arms forward and up, lifting the arms and beginning to feel some length in the front of the body. Then with the exhale, we'll pull the belly in and raise the heels off of the floor. It doesn't have to be a big lift. With the inhale, we're going to reach the heels down to the floor and at the same time stretch the breastbone towards the ceiling. So you're going into a bit of a back arch. And then with the exhale, the arms lower down the front. Keeping the gaze steady the whole time. We're going to do that 5 more times. Inhale, float the arms forward and up, keeping the gaze steady, beginning to feel the length in the front of the body. With the exhale, engage the abdominal wall towards the spine and raise the heels, even just a little. You might just shift your weight to the balls of the feet. That would be fine. With the inhale, we'll reach the heels down and lift the breastbone up and feel more stretch in the front body. And with the exhale, slowly bring the arms down the front. Relax the shoulders. Do keep the abdominals working towards the spine with every exhale. Again, inhale, arms lift forward and up. Feel the chest expanding. With the exhale, hug the belly towards the spine and raise the heels, or simply shift the weight to the balls of the feet. With the inhale, reach your heels down, stretch the breastbone in the opposite direction, reaching up with the chest, and exhale. Bring the arms slowly down the front, pulling the belly into the spine, giving your back a little protection after that back arch. We'll do that 3 more times. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up. Gaze again, steady. Exhale, Hug the belly in and raise the heels. Inhale, reach the heels down, the breastbone up, feel the length in the front of the torso. Exhale, hug the belly in, lower the arms slowly down the front. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, float the arms forward and up, gaze staying steady. With exhale, hug the belly and raise the heels. Inhale and stretch the heels down, raise the chest up. And exhale, lower the arms down the front. Find yourself in Samastiti, relax the breath, still the body. Keep the attention inside the body. Observe the sensations, especially notice along the spine. Relax the shoulders as much as you can. Be present with this attempt to stand fully at your full height and fully attentive, but with no tension. I'm going to go into a forward bend. I'm going to stretch that lower back out, and you may feel a little bit of tightness in the neck after that last posture. So this is to relieve those two areas of the spine. Also, you will most probably feel the backs of the legs stretching. Almost everyone in this culture has very tight hamstrings, unless you work at it, just because we sit so much. So we're going to do 4 repetitions and then stay down in the forward bend for 4 breaths. Again, feel the gaze steady on one point, and with the inhale, float the arms forward and up. With the exhale, hug the belly in and bend yourself forward. You can bend the knees a little bit if you like. Primary concern is the lower spine, the neck, and then the hamstrings are secondary. With the inhale, float the arms up. Take this opportunity to open your chest on the way up. Keep the chin down, and with your exhale, lower the arms down the front. We'll do it like that 3 more times. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up, keeping the gaze steady. With the exhale, draw the belly towards the spine and bend down. Again, primary concern is the lower back and the neck and the backs of the legs. Inhale, float the arms up, open the chest, lift yourself up tall, keeping the chin down, and hug the belly in with the exhale to lower the arms down the front. Do that again. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up. Belly hugs in to initiate the exhale and bend forward. Legs are comfortably straight, but feel what's going on in your lower back most of all. Inhale and float the arms up to open the chest as you rise to the top. And draw the belly in as you exhale. Lower the arms slowly down the front. Final repetition, we're going to lead into a stay of 4 breaths. Inhale, float the arms forward and up. With exhale, pull the belly towards the spine and bend yourself forward. Releasing into the forward bend. Now we'll stay here. As you inhale, move your breath along the spine, feeling the stretch of the back muscles. Stay there while you exhale. You can pull the belly button to the spine and stretch the lower back a little bit more. Relax the upper body. Stay again with the inhale. Follow the breath in the nose, down the spine towards the tailbone. Exhale, pull the belly in towards the spine. Relax the upper body. Reach your sit bones towards the ceiling if you want to emphasize that hamstring stretch at this point. 2 more breaths. Inhale slowly. Exhale, be sure the belly pulls towards the spine and the upper body relaxes. 1 more breath there. And then with the inhale, we'll float the arms up and open the chest. Lift all the way up to the top. Hug the belly into the spine and bring your arms down slowly. And find yourself again in Samastiti. Steady, comfortable. Observe. Can you feel the difference in your lower back after that posture versus the way it felt after the first posture? The way that we create habits in the body are by doing an action repeatedly, and then further we create the habit by not undoing the action. You'll see in the yoga practice we're constantly doing something and then doing a counter pose. In life we tend to say work at the computer and then maybe take a break by, going outside to garden, and then you're going to take a break by reading a book on the couch or something. And you can see all of those actions, even though there are 3 different activities, curl us into ourselves. Rarely does one of your daily activities do this. So we want to find a way to counterpose throughout life also as we begin to try to counteract those deeply ingrained physical samskaras. So one of the frequent postural habits for us in America is, probably us on this earth, but especially in modern life, is this collapsed chest. We also tend to be quite tight in the front of the thighs, many of us. So we're going to do Virabhadrasana and get some stretch along the whole of the front of the body. You can see how opening the front body is going to counteract that tendency to fold forward due to our activities and gravity. So start with the hands on the hips, steady the pelvis. We'll turn the right toes just a little bit out to the side and then step the left leg forward. Slightly different version of Virabhadrasana than we usually use, emphasizing here the stretch in the front of the right thigh, the opening of the chest. You're also going to feel stretch in the back of the right ankle probably, which is another spot that's often tight. After we do our 4 repetitions, 4 breaths of stay in the hero pose, then we're going to go into the asymmetrical bend to counter pose. We'll take the left hand onto the left thigh. So remember here, your bhavana, your focus is opening the chest, opening the right hip, and stretching down through the right heel. With inhale, we'll raise the right arm forward and up, bend the left knee, lift the breastbone, feel the stretch in the whole right front side of the body and at the right back ankle. And then exhale, lower the arm, straighten the leg. And then we'll do that 3 more times. Inhale, raise the right arm, bend the left knee and stretch. Feel that arc across the whole front right body. And then with the exhale, arm down, leg straight. 2 more times like that. Inhale, raise the arm, bend the knee. Feel the lift and open in the right side of the body. And exhale, arm down, leg straight. I'm going to move into the pose and stay there for 4 breaths now. Inhale, raise the arms, bend the knee. Feel the lift and opening of the right side of the body and stay while you exhale. We do want to firm the belly in towards the spine, even in the back bend. Stay with your inhale and see if you can feel your breastbone pulling a little higher away from the belly. Stay and exhale. And stay and inhale. Expand the chest even more. Stay and exhale. Make sure your right back heel is reaching down to the floor. And stay and inhale. 1 more complete breath. Exhale. And inhale. Now we're going to straighten the left leg. And with exhale, fold down. Bring the right hand to meet the left and the leg. You can slide both hands down to wherever it's comfortable and feel the stretch in the back of the body. We're going to stay for 4 breaths here. Of course, you're going to feel your left hamstring stretching, but I'd also like you to see if you can feel the right lower back and the right hip where we were just working in the opposite direction. 4 slow breaths. When you finish the 4 breaths, we're going to bend the left knee again and raise the right arm. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, bring the arm down and straighten the left leg. Relax both arms to the sides. Take a moment to center yourself. Breath is relaxed now. We'll step the left foot back to join the right. Return to your Samastiti. Steady, comfortable standing pose. Draw yourself towards your center line. Yes, we just did an asymmetrical pose. The two sides of the body will feel different from each other. But see how well you can balance yourself. So here's a difference between the yoga practice, conscious movement, and activities of daily life. Normally we do something over and over and over again with one side and then just walk away. Notice how incomplete you feel at the moment. You're probably feeling different things on different sides of the body. But this is how in life you would just, if you had, say, been, I don't know, raking, you probably did it in one way for the period of time and then you're done with the position. You can see how that's going to start to ingrain certain patterns. So in the yoga practice, we're always going to do asymmetrical movements on both sides the same way. Let's do that. Place the hands on the hips. Turn the left toe slightly out. Step the right leg forward. Find a good stance on both feet. The right hand is going to rest on the right thigh. And we're going to focus here on the front of the left thigh and the chest, back of the left ankle as we go into the hero. With inhale, raise the left arm, bend the right knee, and feel that stretch in the front of the left side of the body, opening. And exhale, bring the arm down and straighten the leg. You may notice that this feels different from the other side. The two sides of the bodies are most certainly not equal to each other. Inhale, raise the arm, bend the knee, feel the stretch in the left side of the body. And exhale, arm down and leg straight. Twice more like that. Inhale, raise the arm and bend the knee. Stretch up and open the left front body. Keep stretching down with your outer left heel. Exhale, arm down, leg straight. One more time. Moving into the pose to stay this time. Raising the arm, bending the knee. Lifting the breastbone. You can lift your gaze slightly if you like. Stay while you exhale and pull the belly in. And stay while you inhale. Feel the chest filling. Imagine your breastbone lifting a little farther away from your belly button. Stay with the exhale. Hug the belly towards the spine. And then stay with the inhale. We're keeping the gaze steady, the breath smooth. Exhale. Draw the navel towards the spine. And inhale, lift the breastbone away from the belly. One more breath there. With the next exhale, I'm going to straighten the right leg and fold down, bringing the left hand onto the leg along with the right. Slide the hands down to wherever they're comfortable, and we'll stay for 4 breaths. And again, you're certainly going to feel a right hamstring stretch, but also see if you can feel the back of the left side of the body that we were just working, and bring some space there. Keep the breath smooth. When you're finished with your 4 breaths, we're going to raise the left arm again. Inhale to bend the right knee, raise the left arm, stretch up, and then exhale, arm down, leg straight. Pause for a moment here. Step the right foot back to meet the left, come to Samastiti. Conscious, steady, relaxed standing pose. Now notice the two sides of the body. They may not feel exactly equivalent because the body is asymmetrical, but hopefully you don't feel quite as out of balance as you did after just doing one side. In the yoga practice, We always do an asymmetrical pose symmetrically, the same on each side, and then we will do a counter pose. For that purpose, Ardha Utkatasana, the half squat. Again, you're going to notice your legs because you're using them, but I'd like you to be particularly aware of your lower back and see if you can find the symmetry in the lower back as we go into that forward bend position. Fix your gaze. And inhale, raise both arms forward and up. Observe your lower back. Hug your belly into your spine and bend your knees comfortably as you exhale and fold down. Just letting the upper body round down over the legs. Hands can be on the legs or the floor. Inhale, raise the arms up and open the chest, straighten the legs. Hug the belly and lower your arms down the front. We'll do that 3 more times, bringing the body into a more compensated position. Inhale, raise the arms. Hug the belly and exhale, bend down. Knees are bent comfortably, hips are comfortably low, upper body relaxed. Inhale, lift yourself up. Feel the strength of the legs and the buttocks there as you straighten the legs. Exhale, arms down. 2 more times. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold down. Feel the stretch in the lower back. And we're going to work with the muscles in the back of the body as you lift up with your inhale. And especially feel the butt muscles, the leg muscles. Exhale, arms come down. So the hip extensors, hamstrings are often tight, yes, but also weak. 1 more time. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up. And bend your knees and exhale, fold down. Feel the stretch in the lower back. And then inhale, arms up, chest up, and feel the push through the legs as you lift up. Exhale, arms down the front. We'll talk a little bit more about hip extension later, but that work in the back of the body, again, because we sit so much, these muscles tend to be underused and tight, both at the same time, weak and tight. The hip extensors are what help you take a step forward. The back of the leg pushes you forward, especially if you're going up a hill. Helps you get up out of a chair or lift up stairs. So we want to both strengthen and stretch to bring some suppleness into the hamstring muscles, which we will continue to do here as we take a wide-legged stance. And we'll do a variation of the twisted triangle. So the legs comfortably wide, feet parallel to each other. Feel your lifted spine, your relaxed shoulders. We're going to combine the forward bend and the twist, so this is a slightly different vinyasa from what you're used to. With inhale, we'll raise the arms forward and up. And then with the exhale, hug the belly in and bend straight down the center. So already you're feeling the stretch in the low back, the backs of the legs. We'll stay here and take a breath in. And then with the exhale, the right hand is going to walk over to the left foot. Left arm up to the ceiling. Feel the twist around the hips and stay while you inhale. With your exhale, return to the center. Both hands drop down towards the center. Let your head feel heavy. Stay there while you inhale. Then the other way, exhale, bring the left hand to the right foot and raise the right arm up towards the ceiling. Feel the twist around the hips and stay while you inhale. With the exhale, drop down into the center, relax the neck. And inhale, stretch your arms forward and then stand all the way up and lower the arms down the front. 3 more times like that. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up. Exhale, be aware of the stretch in the back and the backs of the legs. Relax the neck. We'll stay and take an inhale. Then exhale, right hand to left foot. Twist, feel the stretch in the hips. You can feel your right inner thigh. And breathe in here. Exhale, fold back down into the center. Relax the neck. Keep your gaze behind you. Stay and inhale. And exhale, twist the other way. Left hand over to the right foot, right arm up to the ceiling. Feel this twist along the length of the spine. Inhale. And exhale, return back into the center. With the inhale, stretch your arms forward and then come all the way up to the top. And exhale, arms come down the front. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up. And exhale, and forward. Stay there, take your inhale. Use your exhale to bring the right hand to the left foot and reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. Stay while you inhale. And exhale, bend down the center. Stay, take a slow breath in. Other way, left hand to the right foot as you exhale, reach the right arm up. And stay while you inhale. Exhale and fold down. Inhale, stretch your arms forward and then lift up to the top. And exhale the arms down the front. 1 final repetition. Inhale, slowly arms forward and up. Exhale, fold forward. Stay and inhale slowly. Exhale, right hand to the left foot. Raise the left arm to the ceiling. Stay while you take your inhale. And bend forward with the exhale. Stay while you inhale slowly. And exhale the left hand to the right foot, right arm up to the ceiling. Feel that stretch in your left inner thigh and your right hip. Breathe in. And bend down to the center with the exhale. Then inhale, stretch your arms forward, come all the way up to the top. And with exhale, lower the arms. Relax the breath. And step the feet back into Samastiti. Find your equal balanced pose. That vinyasa did have a compensatory forward bend built into it, but it was wide-legged, and we just did a lot of twisting, so we will do another counter pose. We're going to move to Chakravakasana, which is a beautiful pose. If you only have time to do one thing, this would be a really good choice to make, because it warms up the whole length of the spine, and it gives you a chance to open the chest to counteract this Samskara of the chest being closed, and also to stretch the lower back. The lower back muscles often tend to be tight. If your hamstrings are really tight, then it might pull your pelvis under, but your back muscles will still feel tight. Or if your belly muscles are weak, you might kind of slouch in and compress your lower back. Either way, the Chakravakasana is going to be helpful. So it's a great way to warm up the spine and start and end the day with it. Your spine would be quite happy. We'll come to all fours. And remember here on our inhale, the idea is to open the chest, and on the exhale, the idea is to stretch the lower back. Keep those 2 things as your primary focus. As you inhale, let the breastbone move forward as you gently open the front of the body. Then with the exhale, we're going to tuck the tail under and bring the hips back to the heels. Relax the arms so your elbows come down towards the floor. Relax the neck. Nice long stretch along the length of the spine. And inhale, rise up onto all fours again. Pull the rib cage forward away from the belly. And exhale. Hug the belly in, tuck the tail, relax the neck and shoulders. We don't want to hump the upper back towards the ceiling, but just lengthen in a nice long arch the whole spine. Inhale, move up onto all fours without collapsing the lower back. Draw the breastbone forward and open the chest. And then exhale, we'll bring the hips back to the heels, relax the neck and shoulders. One final time. Inhale, runs up onto all fours. Open the chest without collapsing the low back. And exhale, pull the tail under, relax the elbows, bring the hips back towards the heels for that stretch in the lower back. And stay here for one moment, releasing into the child's pose. Now we're going to transition out onto the full prone position, lying all the way out onto the stomach, and look a little more closely at the idea of hip extension. The muscles that do that are the gluteals, which make up a lot of the buttock muscles, and the hamstrings, the big muscles of the backs of the thigh. They often get quite weak. Again, too much sitting, not enough walking up hills. So we're going to concentrate on stabilizing the pelvis and just focusing on that hip extension first of all. So if you lie out onto the stomach and place your hands right underneath the front of the pelvis, so one hip point is going into each of the palms. If it's comfortable, turn your head into the center. You can use a little small towel under your forehead if that helps. If you really need to, you can turn your head from one side to the other. I'd like you to rest out on your belly for a moment and drop the weight of the pelvis evenly into each palm. So we're going to raise just one leg at a time, and it's only going to be a small lift because your primary focus is going to be on keeping your pelvis still. So we're going to focus on what's called hip extension without lumbar extension. Without using the lower back muscles, we're going to try to use the butt muscles in the backs of the legs. Keep your hands, your weight evenly dropping into both hands. Start by taking an exhale here and pulling the belly towards the spine so we're beginning to stabilize. And then keep the pelvis completely still and float the left leg up off of the floor slightly. And then inhale, lower the foot back down. As you exhale, pull the belly to the spine and then slightly lift the right leg. Try to keep the weight evenly on both hands and inhale, lower the foot back down. Again with the exhale, even weight on both hands as you slightly lift the left leg. And inhale, lower it back down. Exhale, and slightly lift the right leg. Keep your weight evenly balanced in the front of the pelvis. It's going to feel like you're hardly lifting your leg. Inhale to lower. 2 more times on each leg. Exhale, very small movement. Lift the left leg. Keep the pelvis still. Inhale, lower back down. Notice if you're feeling this in your lower back. If you are, do a smaller movement. You want to feel it in the butt and the back of the legs, but not the lower back. And lower down. We'll do that 1 more time on each leg. Exhale and float the left leg up just a little bit and lower it down slightly on your inhale. Then exhale, lift the right leg up just a little bit, stay even on your hands, and inhale, lower the leg, and then relax. Okay, we're going to bring the hands underneath the forehead and observe for a moment. Legs comfortably separated. Let the breath go. Now, it was a pretty subtle exercise, but I do want you to feel how you can stabilize the pelvis, because in the next couple exercises, I'd like you to keep your pelvis really stabilized and still as we go into some spinal extension. You may feel already, just resting in this position with your hands under your forehead, that the lower back is a little bit compressed because you're in a little bit of a back arch. So we will take care of that at the end. For now, I want you to please exhale and pull your belly into your spine. That might give you a little sense of protection there. Like, keep the elbows down on the floor and inhale, raise the chest and the head. You're lifting up just a little bit. If your eyes are open, you're looking straight down at your hands, not forward. And then lower down as you exhale. With your exhale, pull the belly in. Again, with your inhale, float the chest and head up. Gaze is straight down. And exhale, lower down. Pull the belly to the spine. So you can do this without clenching the buttocks. See if that's possible. Inhale and float the chest and the head up. And lower back down with the exhale. And one more time. Inhale, float the chest and head up. And lower down with the exhale. And relax. So now we're going to add lifting just one leg at a time to that upper body. And we'll also get a little neck stretch because very many of us have tight necks. So let's bring the right hand down to touch the outside of the right leg and then turn your head so you're looking at your left elbow. The movement is going to be a lift of the upper body, including the left arm and the right leg. And you're going to keep your pelvis still as you do this activity. Now, as we inhale, let's raise the chest, head, arm, and right leg up. Keep looking at the left elbow as you do that movement. And then lower down with your exhale. Again, with the inhale, raise the upper body. You're still looking to the left and raise the right leg, even on the pelvis. And lower down as you exhale. 2 more times there. Inhale to lift. Keep your pelvis steady. Exhale to lower down. 1 more time. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. Feel that stretch in your neck. And then turn your head to the center. Stack both hands underneath the forehead. Relax the body. Observe. You just did, again, an asymmetrical position. Where do you feel the result of that? And can you imagine if you did that 50 times instead of 4 and then just walked off and didn't compensate? That's how a postural habit gets formed in the body. Let's do the other to try to create good new habits in the body. We'll turn the face to the right and bring the left hand down to the outside of the left leg. Left hand touching the left outer thigh. Face turned looking at the left elbow. The arm and the right arm and the left leg are going to lift. Take an exhale here. Hug your belly into your spine. And then with your inhale, raise the upper body. Lift the left leg. Keep your pelvis steady. Keep looking to the right. And exhale, lower down. And inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down. Keep the breath as smooth as you can. Inhale to lift. You're looking to the right, lifting the left leg. Exhale to lower down, keeping the front of the pelvis steady. Last time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down. And then let's stack the hands and turn the head to the center again. And relax. Observe where you feel the sensation. And I feel pretty confident to say that your body's probably saying, okay, now can I have some compensation for that? Which we will do by returning to Chakravakasana, raising up onto all fours. With the inhale, draw the breastbone forward without collapsing the lower back. And with the exhale, bring the hips back to the heels. This time we're going to stay back in the child's pose and breathe in slowly, feeling the stretch in the back. Breathe out slowly, completely feeling the release in the neck and shoulders. 3 more slow breaths here. Notice that you have a back. Often the back of the body is not so much in our awareness. So use your breath to bring awareness to the back of the body. One more breath here. Then with an inhale, we'll rise to all fours. And let's just sit back on the heels just for a moment. We're about to go into downward facing dog, which has a lot of advantages for us. Once again, we're going to get a hamstring stretch. Like as I said, many of us have really tight hamstrings in this culture. This also has this advantage of this push with the hands. We do not in this culture tend to carry things on our heads, say like people do or have done in the history of Homo sapiens. Even before that, our even more ancient ancestors used to walk around by using their hands in the trees. So we've lost this overhead very often. It's not a part of normal everyday activities for most people. So the down dog gives us that sense of pushing, which actually strengthens our shoulder girdle quite a lot. So it's a really very, very good counter pose for modern life. Let's come to all fours. Oh, I do want to say also, we always start with the awareness in the spine. So the primary concern is going to be that the spine is lengthened. You're having a nice long spine and an open chest. After that, we'll add the hamstring stretch. So that's a secondary. Or, I mean, tertiary. Secondary is the push of the hands. Inhale, breathe into the chest. Make sure the chest feels open. Exhale, support the belly towards the spine as you tuck your toes and raise your hips up towards the ceiling. Push the floor away well. Go ahead and leave your knees bent and really feel that length in the spine. And then inhale, bring the knees down to the floor. Good and strong and steady in the arms. Exhale, push the hips up towards the ceiling again. And inhale, bring the knees down to the floor. See if you can bring both knees down at the same moment. If you keep pushing the floor away, that will help. Again, exhale, raise the hips towards the ceiling, push the floor away, lengthen the spine, lift the sit bones. And then bring the knees back down to the floor with the inhale. Last time up, and we're going to stay. Exhale, push against the floor, raise the sit bones towards the ceiling, feel the length of the spine, the hands pushing away. Legs are straight only if that doesn't disturb the length of the spine. 4 slow breaths here. So notice that even though this is sort of a forward bend, and we do have that hamstring stretch, we have the chest really open. No collapse in the chest here at all. Good strengthening for the upper back, the shoulder girdle. When you're done with 4 breaths, inhale and bring the knees down to the floor. Keep pushing the floor away so you can get both knees down simultaneously. And then exhale, bring the hips back to the heels. Feel that gentle stretch along the spine. Relax the neck and shoulders. Relax the breathing. Okay, let's turn over onto the back. We lie on the back with the knees bent, feet on the floor, unless you need to give your lower back a little more compensation. If so, feel free to have the knees into the chest for a moment. And as you're ready, come into a relaxed position on your back with your knees bent, feet on the floor, arms spread comfortably wide, palms up, and relax. This position is one of the most effective counter poses for life. So if you're tired at the end of the day and need to release tension, this is something you could do. Just lie on the floor. If you get tight in your hip creases, you may be inclined to stretch your legs all the way out, which is okay as long as it doesn't compress your lower back. You might also take a rolled up towel or yoga mat and put it behind your knees, and then your back will be more relaxed. So I've mentioned a couple of times that the hamstrings tend to be weak in the culture of sitting people. They also tend to be tight, which tugs on the back. So it's not a very felicitous combination. Front thighs tend to be short and tight, and chest tends to be compressed. So we're going to use Dvipadipedam, which is the pelvic lift, to undo those three things, using the backs of the legs, finding strength in the hip extensors that are in the buttocks, the backs of the legs, finding length in the front of the thighs, the hip flexors, and getting some openness in the chest. For this particular pose, please don't place anything behind the head. What we do want to lengthen the back of the neck and draw the chin down towards the notch of the neck. With the inhale, we're going to raise the arms up, overhead to the floor behind, and lift the hips to the ceiling. Keep your knees in line. Feel the work in the back of the body. And then with the exhale, bring the hips down and the arms down. And if you like, you can roll very specifically through that lower back and give yourself a massage along the spine. Again, inhale and stretch up. Feel the hip extensors working, the butt and the hamstrings. Reach up with the arms. And exhale, slowly bring yourself down. Keep the back of the neck long as you lower down. And we'll do it twice more. Inhale to lift. Stretch up and back. Even on your feet, if one side of the hips are lower than the other, bring that side up. That means the hip extensors are lagging on that side. Exhale to come down. One more time up and we'll stay. Inhale and lift. And then we stay. Exhale. Feel the belly pull into the spine. Stand well on both feet. Use the butt and the legs of both sides. Inhale. Feel the chest extend. Exhale. Stay there, working strong in the lower body. Keep the breath smooth. And inhale, stay, and feel the expansion. 2 more slow breaths. Nice stretch along the front of the body. And when you're ready to exhale, slowly bring yourself down. And then relax. So that's a great counter pose for life as well. A lot of opening in the front of the body, using underused muscles, stretching over compressed ones. Now we're going to get some stretch into the hamstring and some stretch in the butt muscles that also tend to get tight. So it's important to keep the tailbone down, and then we're going to lift the left foot up and place the left ankle over the right knee. And once you have that in place, settle down into the middle of the tailbone. Try not to lean from side to side, and try not to have your tailbone lifted off the mat. We're going to start with concentrating on the right hamstring. So let's lift the right foot up. You're going to hold behind the thigh, or you can grab a hold of your pant leg if that works better for you. Make sure that the shoulders settle. Be even at the back of the pelvis. And then as you inhale, stretch your right foot up towards the ceiling. Keep your tailbone down as you do that. And then as you exhale, bend the knee. And you will be feeling to some degree some stretch in the left buttock. Inhale and stretch up with the right leg. Keep the tailbone down, stretching the hamstring. Exhale, bend the knee. And you may feel the emphasis on the left buttock increase as you bend the knee. 2 more times. Inhale and stretch up. And exhale, bend the knee. 1 more time. Inhale and stretch up. And exhale, bend the knee. Now we're going to do a slightly different variation of the twist from usual. Let your left arm rest down on the floor at your side. With your right hand, reach over to your left knee. As you exhale, I'm going to slowly bring your left knee towards the floor on the right. If it's better for you to put your right foot down as you do that, feel free to do that. So we're going into a twist, bringing the left knee towards the floor on the right. And then turn the face to the left side. Adjust your legs and your shoulder as you need to. Breathe slowly for 4 breaths. So opening on the left side, perhaps you're feeling a stretch in the shoulder, in the ribs, down into the buttocks and the lower back, and also at the right side of the neck. When you're done with 4 breaths, you turn the head to the center and bring the legs into the center. Hug the knees in for a small counter pose before we do the other side. And then we'll place the feet on the floor. Relax for a couple breaths. Feel the difference in the 2 sides. Notice that it would be odd probably to just get up and leave at this point. But that's what we do in life. You may sit in one position with one leg bent for a long time and then just get up and not do the opposite. So let's do the opposite. We'll bring the right ankle to the left knee and be sure that we're settled into the center of the sacrum, the tailbone on the floor, and then lift the left foot up. Hold behind the back of the left thigh or grab a hold of the pant leg on the left side. Relax the shoulders. Keeping the tailbone down on the floor, inhale and stretch your left foot up towards the ceiling. Feel that left back leg stretch. And exhale, bend the knee. And as you do that, awareness into the right buttock. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Inhale and stretch up. And exhale, bend the knee. Back of the neck long and shoulders easy. Inhale and stretch up. And exhale to bend the knee. Last time, reach up with the left leg. Bend the knee with the exhale. And now we'll prepare for the twist. Let your right arm rest comfortably on the floor. Left hand's coming to the right knee. And use an exhale to pull the right knee over towards the floor on the left. You can adjust your legs as necessary. Turn the face to the right. And then breathe slowly for 4 breaths into the twist. Noticing the right side of the body. And when you're done with 4 breaths, inhale, come into the center. Bring both knees into the chest. Rest one hand on each knee and relax the neck and shoulders. Relax your breathing. Now we'll do a symmetrical pose, stretching both legs up to the ceiling and reaching both arms up overhead. Again, keep the tailbone down on the floor. Getting a big stretch in the hamstrings, which are big, strong muscles. We want to try to keep this pelvis steady so you don't end up just stretching your spine. Spine is stable here. Inhale, reach the feet up to the ceiling, the arms up and back to the floor behind you. Big stretch on both legs. Exhale, lower the arms back down. And bend the knees. And again, inhale, reach up, straightening the legs, stretching the arms up overhead. And exhale, bring the arms down and bend the knees. 2 more times. Inhale and stretch up. And exhale, bend the knees, arms down. 1 more time. Inhale and stretch. And exhale, release. Relax the breath. And then we'll finish the asana practice with the ultimate counter pose, Apanasana. Knees are bent into the chest, one hand on each knee. Relax the shoulders, relax the feet, relax the neck. Soften the face and close the eyes. We'll do 6 repetitions. Inhale, gently fill the chest and the belly. Rock the knees out away from the chest until the elbows are straight, but the shoulders are still dropped. And exhale, pull the belly gently in, hug the knees in. Feel the lower back stretch. Feel a gentle stretch at the back of the neck. And inhale, float the knees away. Expand the chest, then expand the belly. Keep the shoulders relaxed, the feet relaxed, the face relaxed. Hug the belly, exhale, then bring the thighs in close. Again, inhale, expand the chest, breathe into the belly, let the knees move out. And exhale, gently hug the knees in, belly to spine, stretching the back of the body. Do it 3 more times on your own. Full attention to your own breath. As you're ready, we prepare for final relaxation. Bring the feet down. Take the arms comfortably wide. Extend the legs with the feet separated about as wide as the mat. If your lower back feels compressed, roll up a towel or take a yoga mat rolled up, place it behind the knees so that the body can be completely relaxed as you move into Shavasana, final relaxation. Breath is relaxed here. Over the next few minutes, remaining still and relaxing more and more. Staying present to the body, which hopefully by now is feeling comfortable and relaxed. Be present to that, the fruit of the asana practice. Attention in the body, observing the body at rest, observing the natural flow of the breath. Notice the mind's tendency to go either to the past or the future. And return it to the present. Gently elongate the breath. Full inhale. Long, full exhale. And as you're ready, add a stretch of the arms overhead to your inhale. Stay with the arms overhead and pull the belly in. Feel the gentle stretch you get for your lower back. We'll take another full inhale, relaxing the belly. And as you're ready, we'll lower the arms, bend the knees and roll to the right side. Pausing for a moment with the knees drawn into the chest. Lower back gently stretching. And use your left hand to help push yourself up into a seated position. And come to a comfortable seat on your cushion or at the edge of a chair. Notice your habitual way of sitting. If you sit on the cushion cross-legged, always with the same leg in the front, see if you can reverse that. Take the other foot in the front today. And be aware of that over time. See if you can switch it from day to day. When you're sitting on a chair, I'm going to sit forward with both feet levelly on the floor. Everybody lifting the spine. Find a sense of the chest being lifted and open, but no tension in the shoulders or back. And the crown of the head floating towards the ceiling. The shoulders relaxing away from the ears. We'll work with some alternate nostril exhale. Use the right hand and bring the first two fingers down to the palm. And then we're going to bring that mudra, mudra down to the right knee. While we inhale, we'll be breathing ujjayi, and then when we exhale, we'll raise the hand and valve one nostril at a time with the exhales. We'll begin with an ujjayi inhale through both nostrils. Then lift the hand. Cover the right nostril and exhale out through the left. At the end of the exhale, lower the hand. And then breathe in. Use your ujjayi, whispered ah in the pit of the throat. Raise the hand, cover the left nostril, and breathe out through the right side. Long, smooth, silky breath. At the end of the exhale, lower the hand. When the hand is down, inhale slowly through both. Pause while you lift the hand, cover the right, and exhale out through the left. And place your ring finger up on the cartilage of the left nostril. Pause as you lower the hand. Inhale slowly, smoothly, fully. Pause as you lift the hand, cover the left completely, and exhale out through the right. Thumb resting on the cartilage of the right nostril. Smooth, silky exhale. Lower the hand. Inhale, ujjayi. Lift the hand and exhale left. Partially block the left nostril with that ring finger. Just close down the area slightly, giving yourself a little bit longer exhale. Pause to lower the hand. Then inhale slowly. Pause as you lift the hand. Cover the left side completely and exhale out through the partially blocked right nostril. And continue like that for a few more rounds, breathing at your own pace. Slow inhale, Ujjayi breath. Move on the pauses. Relax the Ujjayi valve and exhale, breathing out one nostril at a time. Continue until you exhale through the right next time. The pranayama ends with an exhale through the right nostril. Once you've completed that exhale right, reestablish your seated position. Be aware that you're sitting in your body. Let the breath go. Let the mind be present to the relaxed flow of the breath, to the comfortable, steady seat of the body. Creating a new samskara for the mind by bringing it to the present. Sit for another minute or so in silence, attention inward. By repeating a habit, a pattern, especially unconsciously, we create a samskara. The way to counteract old samskaras is to create new ones. We can create new samskaras on the level of the body, the breath, the mind. All of this is the purview of yoga. Please open your eyes slowly. Bring the hands to Anjali Mudra. Namaste. All right, thank you. I wish you a lovely day. Thank you for being here. I do hope that we'll be back at Conklin Hall on next week, next Thursday, but I'm going to be checking in with people and we'll see what particularly the local situation is and how we proceed. We will definitely be here for yoga class on Tuesday. Saturday's Pilates is up in the air at this point, so I'll let you know. All right, so if you're here, please sign in, let me know, and have a good day all. Thanks.